Earlier at 5, we showed you how one Detroit woman was moved by the city from her rental to a hotel because of the conditions inside the home. Well, now, Help Me Hank demanding answers from the management company. He joins us live tonight. And Hank, I understand the city inspector had a lot of concerns about this property.
Karen, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I did too. We went inside. I could not believe what I was seeing. The most important thing, the most important news you need to know is tonight this woman is in a safe location, but we wanted answers from the landlord. Why would you let somebody live in that home?
We wouldn't let anyone.
Well, you did, and the city went back and they hit you with a lot of tickets. So what happened? This is Katina Forber. She's with Landmark Property Management in Detroit, which is in charge of this property on Outer Drive. The one this tenant and her 4 children moved into. The one city inspectors looked at a short time after she moved in and came up with a long list of violations and fines. The tenant was immediately moved by the city to a hotel.
They're not going to get away with this. We're going to continue to follow up with them.
I was inside the home with inspectors, and what we saw was concerning, to say the least.
There's an obvious drain issue. We got a contamination issue. We have a furnace that's inoperable.
She made us aware, and as soon as she made us aware, we immediately sent people out.
But the problem wasn't fixed, and she was living in a home that had mold in the basement. The city came in, they got her, things were so bad, the city got her out of the house that you managed and into a hotel right away.
If we would have known about it, then we wouldn't have never moved anyone.
It is your house. How do you not know about it?
Because when we send people out to do repairs and they assure us that the repairs are done, we go off of that assurance.
But inspectors say the problems in this house did not happen overnight. Listen to what the inspector says about the conditions in the basement.
We've had this sitting here for quite some time. We got a contamination issue. A lot of areas where you could tell it's been here for a substantial amount of time with the rot. Definitely unsanitary.
These photos taken by the tenant help expose more of the big issues inside the home.
We actually had a contractor go through before she moved in, and they assured us everything was done.
So did the contractor turn the water on?
The problem is that there was a leak. We addressed the leak.
I was in that basement.
I understand that.
And I can tell you it was more than just a little water leak.
The
tenant moved out of that property, and the city says work started to get underway to repair the big issues. The management company hit with $1,500 plus court fees in fines. But as of today, the violations within the home, we're told, have now been corrected. Back out here live, and again, the most important thing, the tenant and her 4 children now safe in a local hotel. Again, the city of Detroit working with the tenant to make sure that she has safe housing until she can find a permanent home. Now, what we've done for you is we put together a great resource guide. Right on, click on Detroit.com, head to the Help Me Hank page. If you're having problems with the landlord and you need help, lots of information there to help guide you during what can be a very challenging process. We're live here tonight in Detroit. Hank Winchester. Help Me Hank. Back
Hank,
to you.
so not cool that she was trying to blame the contractor. It's obviously their responsibility.
Yeah, Karen, you know, it was really disturbing on so many levels. People should not have to live like this, which is why we want to make sure that people know help is available. The city will help. We will help. You just have to reach out.
Always appreciate it. Thank you, Hank. And this story, by the way, did come from a viewer tip. Hank wants to hear directly from you as well. That's why he visited the Westland Family Diner today. He was a busy guy. He was out there talking to folks, hearing their concerns, and also learning about stories that you want investigated. Hank will be visiting different cities each week to connect with viewers. So make sure to stay tuned for next week's location. In the meantime, if you want to connect with Hank, these are all the ways you can reach the Help Me Hank team.